It's 4 p.m. Arizona time. It's that time again for the Shannon Live Show. Woo! I just made that up. I wanted to come on here a couple minutes early. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Shannon Miller, and I'm actually a cleaning business owner here in the great state of Arizona and have been so for over a decade. So the name of that cleaning business is called made-broker.com, and we actually cover the whole state of Arizona. In addition to that, I'm actually CEO of Clean Freaks University, where I teach others how to run the back end of their cleaning business instead of being run over by their cleaning business. And a lot of that training happens here inside the group and sometimes on Instagram. I do have a couple of announcements. So this would be your last chance if you want to get in on the Structure, Scale, and Profit Clean Business Academy. It starts on the 28th. That's next Thursday at 9 a.m. Arizona time. If that is something that you are interested in, please private message me. The price goes up in September, and it's actually 10 weeks on Zoom with me, putting systems in place for your business, working out the kinks if there are any, or completely changing your business. So if that is something that you are interested in, please private message me and we can get you all that paperwork. I'm actually on 2 devices, so it's confusing over to which device to look at. So hopefully they're all coming through. And of course I'm getting a call and we're going to say no. And today I wanted to come here, and it's a series of 12. So we're actually talking about starting your cleaning business. A lot of times when I first started, the internet was newer. There wasn't Facebook, there wasn't social media, so you had to kind of figure it out on our own. So a lot of these methods that I'm going to show you are really basic, very rudimentary, and to help get you started for the newbie. Obviously, this has nothing to discuss over Google Leads or Google AdSource or an SEO person or any of that marketing digital stuff. This is just good old, hi Tracy, good old-fashioned how to market your cleaning business. And I believe in high touch. I like to engage with people. I like to talk with them on the phone. I'd like to see them in person. You pick up a lot of things subconsciously, and when you're in person then versus on a Zoom call or in an environment where you're not seeing their face and their facial expressions. Are they paying attention to what you're saying? Are they looking around? Are they checking their phone? Those are all symbols that you are either getting their attention or you're not. So a lot of times when we're new, it's practicing your elevator speech, right? Oh, I forgot to say. This is the start of my calendar. I don't know if you can actually see it. So 2023, I'm actually forecasting what my business is going to do. These are some of the topics that we were going to cover coming up soon. Do you have systems in place so your business can run without you? That's really actually a big one. If you wanted to take 10 days off or a month off, that's actually my goal next year, is to take a month off hiatus from my businesses. So awesome. And you have to take steps to get there. I did briefly discuss that after my last vacation. Do you know what your margins should be? That's a really big question if you're a newbie. I have a lot of people who ask me what they should be paying out their helpers, and it's a big difference between 1099s and W-2s. Margins are entirely different. Can happen, but just you need to know where you should be, because a lot of books don't discuss what your margins should be in the cleaning business. They only talk about how to clean, right? And then 1099s and W-2s, what you can and cannot do. These are all topics that are covered in the Structure, Scale, and Profit Cleaning Business Academy. And big question that you guys should be thinking about is sorry, I'm still wearing this boot because my foot is broken. So yes, what are your business goals for next year? Really consider and sit down and think and forecast what your goals are going to be. Like, I want to get a billboard, right? Or I want to expand into the Tucson market. Or what are some of the, because I, have like one person that I know down there, or maybe I should know 12. What kind of marketing will it take for me to get down in the Tucson market? Is it too competitive? Do I even want to be in that market? There's so many different variations that you can think of the potential for your business. There's a couple people who, I know you guys don't catch my lives, the big boys, right? They do $2 million or more a year, and they're in several states. So that could be a possibility for you as well. It just depends on what your goals are. Obviously, you're here to build a legacy to either give away or sell. You can have an asset sale or a full-on enterprise sale. It just depends on what is the perceived value for your business. So you want to make sure that you have a brand and that you're there and everything is good to go. So we're just going to talk about some basic marketing. And I'm going to drink some water because it's over 100 degrees here in Arizona. And one of the first things that you should do, and I had a really hard time when I first started out because I didn't want to spend any money on marketing. I'm like, why can't you just give me a referral, right? But if you're not marketing, you're not growing. So one of the first things you can do, I don't know if you can see this, I'm going to bring it on camera. This is actually my business card. And it's very specific. It says exactly what I do, right? And then if you flipped it over, it says, don't let your cleaning business catch you by surprise. It's me jumping with a squeegee, right? I don't know if you guys can see that on the bottom one. We're going to kind of give it for the 2-camera show. Very basic stuff. You should have business cards made. You can go right to Vistaprint and sign up to be on their email list, and they do offer sales. So you just have to kind of wait until something goes on sale. You can actually go into Canva and create something, and then when something goes on sale, just download it and upload it into Vistaprint. Oftentimes, you can get business cards for 50% off, or large print postcards. Anything to do with print is a great thing to catch on sale, because we all know that lumber is really expensive in the real estate industry, so paper subsequently, which is a byproduct from lumber, is going to be expensive as well. So having a business card is super duper important. Spend the money, make a card that makes you feel good. You can, if you're totally budget strapped, make something very basic and rudimentary, and take your business card and give it out. I actually talked about this in one of the classes, and when I was on vacation, I don't see the card. It looks like my littles touched it. I had the Forerunner, right? So I went into Fashion Island. I don't know how many of you guys are in California, but Fashion Island's a fun mall to go to. It's the wealthy, and they all hang out there, and it's cool to hang out in the mall. It's like the sitcom Mallrats, right? I'm totally dating myself there, but that's okay. So this person put their card in my window, and it just said cleaning, and it didn't say what type of cleaning. He just said cleaning, and then on the back is when you found out, oh, this person does house cleaning, commercial, and he does detailing. He does 3. So it was really cool and he probably just popped them in, wherever he went. It wasn't just exclusively here at the mall I was at. It was just at the mall, and he just happened to drop his business cards off. Any place that you are allowed to post your business cards. A lot of times when I first started out, I had my nail lady, and all I had to do was supply the business card holder, and I put on there property of Castle Keeper Cleaning, and that way, because people, believe it or not, would take them. So you don't want them to be taken, and it will happen. So buy multiples when you go to buy the little plastic business card holders. I usually buy them 6 or a dozen at a time. Sometimes you can work out a deal. Like I had postcards in the movie theater because I knew the owner who owned the movie theater. So he and I worked out a deal where he got some free cleaning, and I got to place my postcards there for months. And I got a lot of really good leads. I didn't get any leads off the actual advertisement that I took out. I thought that was kind of disappointing. And there's a segment where you want to be placed on that, but we can talk about that another time. But yeah, I had card holders, and you could take the postcard, and it said, call me for a free estimate. Pretty basic stuff. So another thing that I really like, and I talk about this in the Structure, Scale, and Profit Cleaning Business Academy, and this is actually brand new. Got it at Walmart today. These were, at my Walmart, these were $10.83 is what I want to say. So this would be you could use it for your job, obviously, but this would be your marketing bucket. And it's when you start to branch out and go to in-person events, you could actually carry around all your marketing material inside of your marketing bucket. So hypothetically speaking, since it's all brand new, I didn't even take out the little sticker drop thing. You would actually put your marketing stuff, and then you would have a logo sticker put on each side. I did this I've had several marketing buckets. I like the red because it's attractive, the color. People are like, what is this person doing with this red bucket? So this comes out pretty easy. You just peel it off, right? And you have to remember that this bucket is porous. So when you get a sticker, you need to have them make you a premium sticker. The cheap stickers won't work. I found that out from personal experience. And as it is, the sticker is really kind of becoming challenging to get off. But you just pull the sticker off. Hopefully it comes off really easy. And then I actually ordered from someone local here because I didn't want 25 stickers. But you could order 25 stickers and you could place them all over people's street signs if you wanted. Don't say that I said so. But yeah, you would just take your logo right here. And then when you went on television to talk about, say, cleaning for a reason, you just place it right there and you're getting all of this advertisement because it has your business name and your phone number, right? Or your business name and your phone number and your website, depending on the size of sticker that you make. So these are really great things. It's $10. You put your print media inside, right? You drop it in the bucket, and then you start to exchange cards. And people, it's a nice icebreaker, right? People will come up to you and go, "Why are you carrying that bucket?" And you're like, "Oh, I'm here to clean," right? But then that way, because you know how sometimes when you go to chamber meetings or in-person events, it becomes really cliquey because they go, "Oh, I know you, I'm going to hang out with you." Because we get really comfortable and we don't go out of our comfort zones. So you can also hook up your feather duster to your mop bucket. I recommend that you zip tie it because I've lost many of these. I don't carry the really expensive ones that I like. But because they were $50 each, and after you lost the third one, you're like, ooh, this is just too expensive. These are the cheapy Wyman, I'm sorry, not Wyman, Littman. I don't know if you can see that in both cameras. And you just attach it with a zip tie, and then that way this becomes your marketing bucket, and you throw your keys in your wallet and you start to network. Networking and establishing relationships are so important to your business. And I know we're in a society right now where people don't want to engage, and I totally get that. However, sorry, my foot is killing me. It's important to establish relationships. I can't tell you how many times I was handed a contract because I had met so-and-so at a party, and we cracked jokes, and we had a good time, and I followed up with an email, and basic stuff that just took sweat equity. And when that, $17,000 contract came along, they're like, yeah, I know exactly who I want to do that. And all I had to do is submit my numbers. So creating those relationships are really important for you to do so that you can, I don't see any comments, so I think we're good. Right? Oh, perfect. So that would be some simple steps that you could do to actually market your cleaning business. Another thing you can do, and we've talked about this, you guys have all heard me mention it, is get a logo for the back of your car. You can actually trade for it, and you would just go to your local Facebook group and say, I'm interested in having a logo for the back of my car, snap a photo, upload it, and say private message me for price. And then when they inquire and say, I'm interested in doing the logo for the back of your car, and you say, well, how much is it? And you can say, it's like $450, and then you say, all right, great, then I would like to trade. Is that something you'd be interested in? They can either say yes or no, right? It's going to cost them money, it's going to cost them sweat equity, it's going to cost them materials, right? But you're trading, so you're not losing any cash right away, and then you're going to give them, if it's a $400 or $450 logo, then you're going to give them a $450 clean. Now that's not, I'm working at $25 an hour and it adds up to $450. It's I'm going to give you a top to bottom deluxe cleaning, and it's going to be valued at $450. That way you're not tied into, come in 4 times to clean for this person because you're under market value and you're trying to get logos for the back of your car. Or you can pay for it cash. It's up to you entirely. It is a advertisement cost. And then depending on your location, depends on if you have to pay tax and what part of organizations you are. There is a huge trade and barter community, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, that you can join if you're in a really populated area, and all they do is trade and barter. There's no cash exchange at all, but they do put a dollar value on it. So depending on the perceived value, you could be dinged for tax. When I was a jewelry designer, I actually used to give away a lot of pieces, and I had to pay the sales tax on the pieces that were valued. So there's ways to work around those types of things. You just have to be comfortable and know what you're doing so that you don't get dinged later at the end of the year. And then there's lots of other, basic marketing things that you can do if you have not tried them. You can go to Canva. You can get a free account. You can make posters. You could print them out yourself, or you could take in the PDF in a digital format and go to Staples and they could print you out colored. Colored is a lot more than black and white. You could have door hangers made. Door hangers is a really nice way to get your name out there. You can give them away at networking events, or you can do them, drop them off on each side of each client. So 3 on one side, 2 on the other, and then every time you go, just drop them off. Make sure though that you don't need a peddler's license before you start to give them out, because you don't want to get a fine. And on top of it, you don't want to put those inside anyone's mailboxes, because that's a federal offense. And what will happen is they'll let you accrue them, and then they'll call you randomly one day and say, hey, we have this thing that we saw in our mailbox, and we noticed that you didn't pay for it. And then they'll say, well, how many did you have printed up? And you're going to say 5,000. They're like, you owe us 5,000 times whatever the current postage rate is. So you just lessons learned. You know, I haven't had it happen to me, thankfully, but I have seen it happen to others. So either shorten the amount of print that you had, or you know, tell them a different number. But yeah, they will ask you, and then they'll make you pay, and it's a federal offense, so you don't want to mess around with the government. Those are all really simple ways to market yourself on a shoestring. It just requires sweat equity. I know I've talked about it multiple times, but this is mostly for the people who are new and who haven't caught the other videos where I talk about marketing extensively, like SEO, or, you know, Google Ad Leads, or having, you know, someone actually do your ads for you. Those are different attributes that you can actually try. Does anybody have any questions for me at all? I don't think this is a pretty quiet group today. So, yes, if you guys are interested in the Structure, Scale, and Profit Cleaning Business Academy, hit me up. There are a couple of other courses I offered as well. There's a sanitation and commercial property class that I'm offering. I'm probably going to have it twice. I haven't quite figured it out. I don't even remember what the price is. I know that sucks. I'm sorry. But if you want to learn more how to, what to price for commercial bids, and since fall is coming, I thought this would be a great opportunity for you guys to learn about proper sanitation and cross-contamination and dwell times, and what hospital grade chemicals are better versus non-hospital grade, and what works and what doesn't work. So that is available as well. Anyway, I can hear my kids fighting upstairs. So I'm going to go, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Take care.